Welcome to this video on my monorail built with fischertechnik, controlled by a robo interface and ultimately a BeagleBoard Classic running Ubuntu Linux, Python. Last time I reconstructed the carriage such that the middle wheel was now or is now connected to these two gliders or constructions, which each contain a set of wheels as well. And it is not ideal at all. But one of the main things of concern is that when you take a real good look at it, are the wheels aligned? Well, now they are. I had to correct that. Then again, do they work anyway? Because last time things weren't exactly optimal. Also, last time I found out, or was that the time before that, that the underside of this spring was barely, well, it is actually touching. It's actually really touching this support. So in terms of friction, that is not good. How can I diminish it? How can I resolve this? I'm not quite sure in the current setup. So let me try to give it a run and see how well things go. And then it would be nice if it actually did something. And it actually immediately recognizes that it blocks digital 7. However, almost categorical, it doesn't really run well. Now, which way is it running? That way, away from the controller. But then again, that is the whole thing within the algorithm. On the other hand, what does it do? Because right now it should go this way, block this sensor or light and sensor right there, and then go the other way. And that really isn't happening now. Now, once again, when I look on top of it, the wheel sets are not really aligned perfectly. So when I do that, then they slowly start moving. So this is a pain. And once again, it is a very slow mover. Well, let's see on screen. Yeah, they're both one. Well, they're all one now, and I'm talking about the sensors. So no blockage at all. But they don't run either. So is this third wheel a good idea after all? Okay, let's force something. Alright. Yep, now it is turned around. For the movement is now that way. but there's not much movement to see. So, and now it falls still, so something is still wrong. But what? Time for coda. So, with this less than convincing result, again, the question is how to go on. It is quite noticeable that, looking at the code, it should keep running no matter what. It doesn't do that. So let's just, no, not this one, this one. Let's move this. Alright, what situation is this? This is a 1, 1, 1. It keeps running. Okay, let's put the cam down a bit. And there it stops. So why does it stop anyway? Well, for one thing, 7 is blocked. And is 7 blocked now? Yes, 7 is blocked. But now it runs, kind of. Now it's not anymore. So letting it run a bit. And it stops while it is 0. So something here is very odd. Let me 6, let B7 interrupted. And it says this is true, this is false, and this is true. Alright. So how much time does it take to fall asleep? Does it indeed have a cause with the sleeping time? I seriously doubt it, because it is a while loop. Let's go check out here again. It is a while true loop, and that means it runs forever. So the sleeping time goes on forever. The only thing is that if I make it 1, the sleeping time, that I'm certain it starts to rock, and that is a big problem. Should I remove the middle wheel now that I have just added? I'm not convinced about that either. And in fact the behavior hasn't changed. No, this one. So the spring here in the end, which is right here, is barely touching the support here, almost touching. But then again, that has nothing to do with this not being propelled. Propellers are being stopped. And my algorithm is quite okay too, I think. Yeah. So what's up next? To make sure that the construction is as solid as possible, I am going to do another reconstruction of the carriage. So that is one. And now this is going to disappear for now. Well, there's some more changes. First thing, well, this has to be done quite carefully. Let me put this here for a moment. This goes on. Alright, that's one thing. Always take care of what you do. Then this one goes over here. And then it's here somewhere in the middle. This carriage will go. So this should be exactly in the middle. Then this one here, and this one. Now taking care of this. Alright, so with this you see that it is now exactly in the middle. The point is, of course, the wires. So let's put this one right back. And this more or less should be it. It is more balanced, more robust, or it should be anyway. Looking on top, well, the problem is still, is it all aligned? I think now it is, but things can always be better. Alright, so let's do just another attempt. First without the power. Then this wire should be right here. Ouch! That is not very good. Yeah, this is a nightmare. But how do I solve it? That is a very good question. Because right now I see that this goes down a bit and then up a bit. So there is something here that actually Yeah, right. This had to be elevated a bit. Will it work now? Nope. In other words, it is so carefully in balance that the least can actually ruin it. Let's test. So let's actually test it, but then I'm afraid I'll have to shift it right down to the start, or more or less to the start. Enter. I say enter. And then what? Does it actually move? Well, not right now. It is indeed towards the direction of this camera. And does it actually move right now? I'm afraid it doesn't. Or extremely slowly anyway. And on the other hand, it is still blocking 6. But let me closely observe. And the speed of the propeller goes up and down, up and down. Now down again. Now it's safe to say it's not moving at all. Alright. Now just a little push and there it goes. Until 7 is blocked now. And now without 8 it moves a little bit. Are the wheels aligned? Well, better than ever, I should say. Actually I'm wrong. They are not aligned. That's an oops. Let me hold the program for a bit. It's not aligned. No, it is not. Now it is aligned. Alright. Let's start again from here. So, run. I have to give it a very little push and then it runs a bit and it goes. But not what I expected to happen, unfortunately. Right, yeah, and then it slides over the support very well. And there it comes. Please do. And now it blocks and it is reversed. So what next? Will it go? Where will it go? How will it go? I think it is friction by, amongst others, these power rods. And yes, once again, this is a construction failure. Or more appropriately, I really need to replace this rod by one piece, and this one too. Another thing that I'm thinking of is removing this part. Is this... No, not helping either. Okay, that is really a problem. The spring on this side, the bottom side of the spring, is colliding with this support, and that's a major problem. And then the friction probably with this with the power probe. I have to find a decent solution for this. Nice idea, but in the end I think that is one of the major problems. But then again, how to solve it? Good question. Right, so this is a slight problem, this is a problem, and maybe this is a problem. So let me start by a simple thing: remove this part of balance. What will happen now? It is moving, although quite slowly. And I'm not helping it in any way right now. Just waiting to see what happens. And there is clearly some friction. So maybe I should help it a little bit. And yet it stalls. Well, not entirely. It just moves very slowly. Right. I have to adjust the camera a bit. Okay, time to reverse. And it's rocking again. And I can't help thinking something is still not quite right. Again, this rod should be replaced, I think. The question is how and by what. Also, the propeller speed is very slow now, which shouldn't be. And there you go. Alright, turn of the direction. So now let's see what happens. Right now the wheels are better aligned than ever because of this construction, but then again and the friction is still a very big bottleneck, and I don't like that at all. So I think next part should be eliminating friction and replacing this construction by something else, but yes, by what? So, determining everything, I have still problems with slowing down of the propellers, while when I look at the code here, speed 7, so speed 7, speed 7, speed 7, 7, 7, 7. That's all there is, just speed 7 everywhere. Except for the lamps, those are 6, but that doesn't matter. This matters, and it's all 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2. So that is all alright. Things to improve are quite definitely the balance, because the carriage is not entirely balanced, and the friction. I did improve the alignment of the wheels quite a bit. Then again, the whole monorail needs some serious improvement, especially where it comes to the rods. So let's see if a little persuasion can help. Now the propeller starts running again at full speed. Why at full speed now? I have no idea. Yeah, and when I look at the rods, the power rods, so here and here. Let me adjust the camera angle a little bit. So here and here, that causes real friction. The question is, will this be solved by something? If I use some other thing, won't there be other forms of friction, or will there be friction anyway? Well, that's a very good question, but you can only answer by doing it. The question is how. Alright, other speed, other direction I mean. And you see the rocking of it. So I'm going to let it run and see whatever happens. In the meantime, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And if you like what I do, please visit my website to see my other projects, and please donate to keep my blog and videos alive. My website too. And yes, well, this is obviously going to be continued until it rides nicely. Until then, bye bye.